coming, but this week the FA confirmed that the National Football Centre at Burton will open in 2012. The centre will focus on educating coaches and act as a base for the England team, similar to the Italian system at Coverciano. Well, Dan Rowan has been to Burton and Florence to find out more.
These could be fields of dreams. 9 years after this Staffordshire land was bought by the FA, their much-delayed plans for a national football centre here are finally moving forward. Only now it has a new name and a new role.
It's a major milestone, personally I think it's critically important for English football, as well as the training home of England, which is very important. This will be a university of football in time. This will be a centre, an inspirational centre of coach education.
St George's Park will be a hub for English football, with 12 pitches, a training centre and a hotel. At £100 million, it's not cheap, but the aim is that it will become the envy of Europe.
Well, I think firstly they can't believe that England haven't got a national football centre, basically, you know. They're quite incredible. I think everyone around Europe is probably a little bit mystified why we haven't got a national football centre and everybody around Europe have. Otherwise, you know, whether we got it wrong or they've got it drastically wrong. I know what I think the answer is. We should be looking to be cutting edge and be the best in the world.
The hope is that one day this place will produce a new generation of English Premier League managers, but the inspiration for St George's Park comes from abroad. On the outskirts of Florence lies the true home of Italian football. For over 50 years, Coverciano has been used to train World Cup winning teams and produce some of the finest coaches in the game. So Vanni, here we are in Coverciano. This is the main pitch, is it?
Yeah, this is the main pitches. Yeah, it's one of the our 5 football pitches, regular pitches, and this one we call the main pitches because only the first national team can train here.
The National Football Centre, or St George's Park as it's known in England now, will be bigger than this place. What have you seen the plans? What do you think of those plans?
Yeah, I think it's very good plans because it's a concept of the 21st century. Yeah. This is fantastic, but we have to remember that it was built in the 50s. Here we are in the changing room of the first national team when they came here to have their trainings to prepare the matches.
Now that England has a national football centre, Barney, do you think we'll win the World Cup?
I don't know. I think that having a national football centre it contributes to it for 2 reasons. One, to have a home for the national team, and 2, I think it will be perfect if, like we do here, the new National Football Centre will be also the centre for football learning for every level, from the youth football to Premier League clubs.
Italy's national teams may train here. Today it's the turn of the under-18s. But Coverciano's role is not to develop the best young players. That's a job for the clubs. Rather, the Italian FA want to create the best coaches who can then go and develop talent themselves. And it's a system that's worked.
This is the World Cup squads in the final against West Germany in 1982. And this is Zoff after the finals with the cup. This is an almost World Cup win because we lost that final in 70s against Brazil.
This is a bad memory.
Yeah, bad memories, yeah.
England have lots of bad memories.
Here we have the final thesis of Carlo Ancelotti.
And what is his subject?
The future of football, more dynamics.
So when Mancini and Ancelotti and Capello were here, they came into this room, did they, and studied?
Yeah, this room, the library. They also share knowledge. Yeah, it's just that informal talking. Even very young coaches can come here and learn something from the best. And so I think that it's very important for the development of football at every level in Italy. This is the final exam of Fabio Capello.
Ah, he took an exam?
Yeah, see, this is the...
Did he pass?
Yeah.
I hope he did. Does it bother you and the people here at Coverciano that you give all this knowledge to Capello, and he comes to England and tries to help us win the World Cup?
This is bother us because we know that Capello is a very good manager. Maybe in future Barton will help us.
Yes.
We don't know.
Maybe.
An Englishman in charge of the Italian side, there's a thought. Get Steve McLaren in that library straight away. But in terms of the coaching, John, you've done your badges in this country. Is that the sort of thing you would have been interested in, that sort of system that we might now have in Burton in a couple of years' time?
Yeah, why not, you know? And Italy have been very successful. You know, they've won, what, I think it's 4 World Cups now, I think it is. So, you know, if that's the way to go, then you've got to follow, I suppose, you know. And it looks a fantastic place, Burton, doesn't it?
That place is Coverciano, 50 years been in operation. They bought the land in Burton over 9 years ago and it not even started to build. I mean, you know, discuss that. Why have England not won the World Cup?
We never
might have just seen one of the big reasons. So you can't believe that they bought that land and not done anything with it when they spent nearly £1 billion, got close to £1 billion on the Wembley Stadium. Far more important, surely, was the development of the young English players to win the World Cup.
Well, let's get some emails and tweets that we've had for you, John, coming in their hundreds. Thank you very much for those. You've sent them in by